Hey, it's Emily. I'm coming to you live from the Heartfelt Creations Craft Room. Welcome, my friends. It's good to spend this Friday afternoon with you. To my U.S. friends, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had an amazing day with your friends and family. If you and I have not met before, welcome. We're going to have a lot of fun in the next couple minutes, or the next couple, more than maybe a couple minutes, learning some fun, exciting new techniques using a revolutionary tool that just debuted this morning. So if you're just joining me, I'd love to know where you're watching from. You can leave your comments on the chat. Right now, I cannot see the chat screen, but hopefully that will come up in just a little bit so I can see where you're watching from and we can get your questions answered. So as we begin, we're going to learn how to do the foolproof way to shape elegant paper flowers. So if you're a beginner and you've seen these beautiful, elegant flowers, but you don't know how to shape them, we're going to show you how you can look like an expert flower shaper in no time. So you can get started with using some of the simple techniques using a revolutionary new tool that we just launched today. Yay! The chat box is up. I can see your comments. Hello, Janet from Fort Collins, Colorado. Hello, Shmita. Hi, Candace. It's great to see you. We are going to have a fun time. We're going to have a little Friday party together with crafters from all over the world, learning how to use the flower shaping molds plus some other exciting new products. At the very end, stick around. I'm going to bring on somebody that you want to meet, an inspirational story. It's a story of how this product got developed, and somebody that is a crafter for the crafting community, has an incredible story. So we're going to have a lot of fun. So before we get started, if you want to introduce yourself, let me know where you're watching from. That would be amazing. If you have been on our website this morning and you have purchased the flower shaping molds, we're going to step you through how to use these quickly and easily. This mold is something that will become your crafting friend very quickly. So to get started, when you use the mold, if you got the bundle, the Flower Basics mold is the one that you will be using the most. We'll get a up-close shot, and we'll show you how you can use this to create flowers that relieve stress and pressure from your hands. It's quick and easy. You can make flowers in a flash. Who's excited about that? I know I am, and I am a crafter that makes hundreds and hundreds of flowers. So this takes the guesswork out of flower shaping, and it takes the makes it easy. So whether you've been crafting for a long time or you're a beginner, you're going to be able to create flowers of all styles. So this basics mold has a crinkle. It has a beautiful crinkled edge that you're going to be able to get. This is actually hard to do manually, so you can do it very, very quick and easily. This is a mold that works with multiple flowers and stamps and die sets that we have. So it's more of your basic starter set. So I am going to start with the Blazing Poppy. Now, if you're looking at a flower and you're like, hey, which flower do I use? If you have flowers that are 2.5 inches or smaller, you're going to be able to use them in this mold if you want to achieve that basic crinkled look. And we're going to have some fun stepping you through that. So my very first step is stamping the flowers and die cutting them out. I will do this first, maybe one evening when I don't have a lot of time to create. I'll stamp a bunch, cut them out, and then I will collect little baggies of flowers. Now, if my flower baggies come up missing, I know that one of you probably raided my craft stash. Priscilla, you said the poppy is your absolute favorite flower. Awesome. If you're just joining me and you're watching, this is your chance to get your questions answered. We are live. I can see your comments. So we're going to hang out and have a crafting party with crafters from all around the globe. So to get started, all you need to do is pop your flower into the coordinating mold, the coordinating opening. Now you'll see that the large poppy is a little bit larger than the opening. To me, that's okay. I'm just going to pop that on top, and we're going to fill the rest of the mold. So I am putting this stamp side down. With this mold, you can have the flowers stamped side up or down. It really doesn't matter. It depends on which way you want them to be shaped. So this is a sturdy mold that you can easily run through your manual die cutting machines that have an opening that is 3/4 inches or more. Now, the poppy does not have really, really small, tiny flowers, so I am not filling up the rest of those cavities. But with this mold, if you'd have a flower that would fill up everything, you'd have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 flowers that would get shaped all at one time. Now, that's amazing, isn't it? Carolyn, you said you got your set today. That is amazing. Oops, forgot a step. You want to make sure that you spray your flowers, just the back. Just give it a mini mist. Don't give it a shower. As you do this, you'll be practicing. So if you make a mistake and you get it too wet, you may have some issues with flower petals breaking, but that's okay. That will just be part of your learning curve. Just press that down. There is a notch on the top 2 sides, and then there's a notch on this side, so you can easily see where to just line that up. The biggest tip right now is don't move it around so you don't have those flowers slide out. I am using the Vagabond. We have a die compatibility guide that Tracy just got finished adding. So if you're questioning which machine you can use, it works through most manual machines. It's just a matter of knowing the sandwich, so you can double check that. I am using 2 sheets of cardstock plus my 2 clear base plates for the Vagabond, and we're going to go ahead and run this through the machine. So as you can imagine, this is like a flower shaper's dream come true. So if you're just watching and just joined, I would love to know why you are getting this flower shaping mold. What does it do for you? And if you're a new crafter and you're like, oh my goodness, what can I do with this? The opportunities and possibilities with this are endless. So with this, you can see that when it comes out, it has a beautiful, beautiful crease, and you'll just pull that out and you have that flower shaped. I'm going to just plop it upside down, and that's done. So we're going to put this to the side. At this point, you have a couple different options. You can use your deluxe flower shaping set to finish it off. It's totally up to you. I'm going to get my molding mat and a small stylus tip, and we're going to just finish off this flower. I'm going to do 2 different styles so you can see what your options are. With the big one, if you want to, all you have to do is just press down in the middle in a circular motion, and that flower is completely, hang on a second, let me make sure this is front and center so you can see what I am doing. There you go. So we are going to just like that. I see that some of you are asking if the molds will work in the Gemini. If you follow the link that we put in with the compatibility. If you do not see your machine on the list, but your opening of the machine or your plate thickness that you normally run through is 3/4 inches or more, it's just a matter of knowing the sandwich, and we can help you figure that out. If your machine is not on the list, you can contact us or email us. So after you've done this, you can just layer 2 flowers on top of each other and put some stamens in the center, and you've got a really beautiful flower, and I finished that off with glitter. The next option, if you want to take it to the next level, these flowers are still wet, and sometimes if they're still wet, but I want even more dimension, that crinkled effect is in there already, so I will just very quickly, just with my thumbs, just push it together, and you'll get an extra crinkle. So this is just kind of a bonus technique of what you can do extra if you want to do more than what the actual mold did for you. It has all the crinkle and crease in there, so that is completely optional for you. So if you wanted to do that, I would just add an extra crinkle and maybe wrap that a little bit around my stylus tool to just kind of round those petals out again. Jan, you asked what color ink did I use to color the poppy. This is a beautiful color. It's called Pearlescent Coral Brilliance ink. And one other tip, when you're using this flower shaping mold, the basic, it has, with those crinkles, if you want them to pop out a little bit more, go back with your ink after you have added those crinkles, and you'll see that those creases just pop up a little bit more, and it adds a little bit more depth and dimension to your flower. And the cool thing is it's so quick, it's easy, and you look like you have been shaping flowers like you're a flower shaping pro. Who doesn't want that, right? So with this, you can go ahead and glue these flowers together. I'm going to glue these 2, and then and we'll offset these petals and just go in a circular motion in the center. Now you could do 2 flowers, you could do 3 on top of each other. On this one I did 3. With this specific one, this is the poppy on a finished card. This is an absolutely beautiful card, so you can add as many flowers. So think about it. If you've been that girl that has been like, kind of like, okay, I don't want to add as many flowers to a card because I don't have that time. Think about how quickly you can make all these flowers and still add that dimension and wow factor when you're making them to a card. Denise, you asked, is this the start of a new line? Yes, this is the start of a new line. And we launched 3 different designs this morning. The first one I'm showing is the basics. Today you can get the basics by itself or in a bundle, and I'll show you how to use the other 2 that are very specific for some incredibly popular flowers. So if you're just joining me, you'll see the bundle right underneath this screen, and you save 15% on our Black Friday sale. That is only good for today. And I have a special free paper pad that you receive with a $100 purchase. So if you are placing an order and you enter code 78612 when you check out, that is just for you as a thank you for watching the live stream. So if you take advantage of that, if you're placing an order, it's a $100 purchase. You get a free paper pad. Just add it to the cart and add code 78612. Are you ready to see some more flower shaping? I'm so excited to show you another way you can shape this using a different flower. This is the petunia. So keep in mind with the mold basics, you can shape different styles of flower. You'll get that crinkle look. So this is the petunia, just all stamped and colored in black with the petunia colored inks. And some of these are a little bit bigger than my pod. Some fit right in the center. So you can kind of have fun with this. So very quickly you can get these petunias all shaped. Actually, this one I'm going to take off to the side. So we're going to spray it again. One thing that I would say with this when you're spraying your mold, before you put the mold away to store it, just make sure that your compartments are dry before you do that, just so that it doesn't get icky or gunky in your mold. So we'll just put this together and we're ready to run that through the machine. So in a very, very short amount of time, you have your flowers all cut out, and it looks all cut out and shaped, and you can make those beautiful flowers. So we'll bring this in. Okay, so pop that out, and you can see how all those petunias are beautifully shaped. We'll just pop those out. So again, if you want to, you could just press down in the middle, so with this one, you could just press down in the middle. If you want those crinkles to show up just a little bit more, you could give it a little squeeze at the top of the petals. Totally up to you. I did that. I'll show you the finished flower in just a little bit. So you can go ahead and just rub its tummy in the middle, put a little glue on the back, offset those petals, and you have got your flowers in a very, very quick and easy matter. Oops, the glue just popped off. Some of that is because it's still wet. But yes, so and this is the finished one of the classic petunia by just squeezing both layers on the top just a little bit. So you can totally do it however you prefer. Hi Denise, you said happy Black Friday. You love the new line. You can't wait to start your own personal flower shaping party in Southeast sunny Arizona. That is so fun. So think about when you and your friends come together, you can have a flower shaping party making a bunch of flowers. I make a lot of flowers like the ones that you see laying on my table in front of me, and then I will use them on cards as I need them. I don't know about you, but oftentimes I'm that girl that waits the last minute to make a birthday card, and I go to my flowers for quick and easy flowers that I can add to cards, and it still looks like I spent a long time making them. Belinda, you said, oh my goodness, this is awesome. You have been so intimidated with making flowers. This will help greatly. Yes. So another thing that this really helps with is if you have issues with your hand and shaping flowers, this really alleviates the stress and pressure you may have experienced from shaping flowers manually. So with this, think about larger poinsettias. This is the sparkling poinsettia used in the flower shaping mold, and I went over the creases on the top with a stamp paint. So that's another beautiful, beautiful way to use your basics mold with this one. So we have the basics, but then we wanted to also bring you some molds for some very specific flower shapes and styles that you use all the time. And one of our top requested flowers that we get all the time from crafters all over the world, this is one of our hottest sellers, is the classic rose. But if you are a crafter and you've never done a rose before, you may say to yourself, I could never do that. This mold is designed so that all you have to do is just stamp your flowers, die cut them out, and color them. That's what I did with all of these little guys. These are ready to be put in the mold, and I already laid these into the mold just to save some time. Now, one tip when you are using the rose, these petals are all different, so when you lay them into the mold, especially for the big ones, if I would try to put that in like this, that won't fit as well. So look for the petal that looks the most odd to you or different, which is this one. This one looks the most different to me. You'll see on the mold, you'll just pop that in. The small ones are not as picky about that. It's pretty much just the big ones. There is the leaf that comes with the classic rose stamp and die set. And that leaf, let me just pull that one up. I'll show you the stamp and die for the classic rose. So we have the classic rose comes, oops, I missed the stamp on that one. Here we go. So this, if you don't have a classic rose stamp and die, this is a good set to add to your basket today when you're buying the flower shaping bundle. So today you get a 15% discount when you buy all 3 of our flower shaping molds. So today we're going to show you how to create that rose in a very quick, easy way, and you are shaping all these at one time, which is such a huge time saver. Michelle, you said, can you use the basic mold for the rose? If you use the basic mold for the rose, you're going to get the shaping style of the basic mold, which is a crinkled edge. So this mold is designed specifically to get that realistic rose look. So if you're looking for something that's just generic with a crinkled edge, then yes, you can add those flowers in there. But if you're looking for something that's elegant, that's detailed, that's beautiful like this rose, you will want to have the specific mold. So we are going to put this into the plate again, and we'll run this through the machine. And that will be cut out very, very quickly. Or not cut out, shaped. There we go. So when you're doing this, you are shaping multiple roses at one time, and it takes the guesswork out of shaping those roses as well. So we're going to bring this out. Now, one tip with the roses, since you did spray them and they are wet, do you see that how that just specifically molded each size? It's customized for each size, so you get a very nice, deep, engraved and embossed look with this. So we're going to move this to the side, and we're going to make a rose in a flash. These are wet. My top tip for the roses is I do like to let these dry before I shape them so that I don't accidentally smush out the edges. Now, before we make the rose, I wanted to show you a book that I made using one of our design team members made this book. Sorry, that was not me that made it. This one is the rose, just one layer. So these flowers were just stamped, die cut, and shaped with the mold and put on a book like this. So this was just really quick and easy to get that effect. So definitely have fun with just using even a single layer. So to make the rose, I have some layers that are already dry. I am going to use some layers that are still wet, but I would highly recommend, if you're at home, using these while you're dry. Pamela, you said, do you use the art foam in the mold? You know, I have not tested out the foam in the mold, so that is something I need to try yet. So if you do have the mold coming your way, give it a try and see how it works for you. The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't do anything. So this one I just did 2 layers of the largest one together, rotated the petals. This is one of the flowers that is already dry. When I start out my rose, the biggest key is make sure that you have 3 of the same size on your base petal. That might mean running a couple sets through your molding machine to shape it. So that's all you do, and you have that base. Do you see how easy that is? I didn't do anything except stamp it, die cut it, color it, run it through the mold, and press down in the middle. Isn't that funny? Fun. Elaine, you said finally my flowers will look consistent. Yes, that is so, so true. Your flowers will look consistent. You'll get the same look every single time. My next one that I'm going to put is the next size down. I'm just going to do one layer of this one, but you can experiment. You can choose which size you want to use. So I don't know about you, but this is like flower making on steroids. I absolutely love it. It looks like you're spending so much time. It saves you time, energy, and so much more. So this one, these are the two ones that I'm going to do the rosebud with. This is the only manual part that you'll do. So the mold already shaped the outside edges. This is dry. All I want you to do is just put some glue at the very top. And you might want to put some down the center. You just want to make sure you have enough glue, and then bring those little guys up. Now, if this is dry, these will be really stiff already, so it holds its shape. And then just press that together. Press, press, press. So if you can put some glue in the tips and just hold it a little bit, it's already stiff, so it won't lose its form. And then we're going to wrap another one around the back of that to get another form. Tell me, who thinks that is super, super easy to do? I don't know about you, but I like something that's simple, gets amazing, amazing looks, but is easy and quick to do. So we'll just bring that up and just hold that a little bit. So this is just a matter of wrapping those flower buds up. Madeline, you said, can I use the Big Shot machine for the flowering mold? Yes, you can. If you follow the link that Tracy just posted for the flower shaping mold compatibility, it'll tell you which plates to use. And Denise, you said, is there a noticeable difference in using electric machine versus hand crank? I've actually used many different machines. I have used electric, hand, and they all get the same results as long as you make sure you have your sandwich. And honestly, if you run it through and if it's not tight, it just won't squish it as much. So if you just add another like paper layer, it just goes ahead and squishes it a little bit more. And that's your rose. So I don't even know how much time that took me, but after I got it out of the mold, I probably had a rose in like less than a minute. If you want to like raise your hand and say, oh my gosh, that is so freaking awesome. I'm like excited just doing it here. So you can do all these different sizes. And so you have the big, the medium, and the small. So today when you are shopping with us on Black Friday, these molds we've made available that you can buy all three, click of one button, and you save 15%. And when you're shopping right now, I have a special code where you get a free paper pad with a $100 purchase, and you just enter 78612 as a code, and you will get that as a thank you for joining the party and having fun with us this afternoon on our live stream. So with that rose, you can do so much fun things with it. Here is a little idea with the smaller roses all along with the box. Or you could also just use it by itself if you don't want as much dimension. So don't be restricted to thinking, oh, I just have to use it as a rose. You could do just a couple layers and make a quick and easy card with that. So our next one on the list, any guesses? This one is for Christmas. I don't know about you, but I make a lot of Christmas cards, and I have huge needs for lots of poinsettias in all shapes, all sizes, and all colors. This one is the tiny one. So you've got the large basics mold for the sparkling poinsettia, so you're covered there. But then we've got this one with the little bitties. This little bitty one is one I use as a filler, and it's an amazing accent. But if you've done these, you know that it takes a lot of time to stamp and die cut these over and over and then shape those little bitty petals. That's like so much like to keep track of and to do, and it takes quite a while. So with this one, I am going to run this through, and you can see how quick and easy it is to make these beautiful poinsettias. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I just missed the comment. I saw one of you was saying Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to my U.S. friends. It's good to be with you. Oh, it's right here. You said Thanksgiving to you and your family here from Calgary, Canada. Thank you. We had a lot of fun with family, eating way too much turkey, eating way too much pumpkin pie. I think our team here is probably still digesting all the goodies from yesterday. So this is the Poinsettia Holly Cluster Stamp and Die that we just debuted. This allows you to stamp multiple poinsettias and leaves at one time, so it speeds up the process. It also coordinates with the poinsettias that we released last year. So if you have those, they will coordinate. This just makes it quick and easy. So make sure that you pop that in the cart if you want to have stamped and die cut images very quickly. So again, just missed your mold. This one has the large ones, the large leaves, the smaller one, and the small leaves, so you can pair these on top of each other. One tip when you are using these, just make sure you don't shake it before the lid is on or it will move and you will be frustrated. So just kind of hold it tight when you are have it on. And I like to keep it level so it doesn't slide. But you know, like with anything, when you do it the first couple times, you just kind of need to learn the knack of like positioning it and you're good to go. So I'll put that onto my plate again. You asked, can you show me how to put the stamens in? Yes, I'm going to show you that in just a little bit with a poinsettia. It's so much fun. So as you can imagine, if you are doing a lot of, oops, my plate went in a little bit too. Here we go. If you are doing a lot of Christmas cards and you need a lot of those poinsettias, you can stamp and die cut and shape these so quickly. So we'll bring these out, and I'm so excited to bring this. Just see, they just pop out. Wow, it's all done. So you have all these little guys all shaped out, and the detail on these, like you can't even get this type of detail just using a stylus. Like the detail on it is just absolutely exquisite. I wish you could see this in person. On the leaves are just beautifully molded. It's kind of like when you think of like leaves on a cake. It just has a embossed, debossed effect. So all you need to do is, let's bring this over. We're going to work with the larger one. Just press it down in the middle, boom, boom, and one of the leaves, and we are going to add a stamen. Michelle, you said close up on the detail if you can. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer on this detail. I'm going to do a front and a back. This is white, so it may be a little, the back, can you see all that? Oh, we're losing a little bit of the detail. But it's very, very detailed. The poinsettia is very curved in the middle, and it has a lot more dimension. Okay, will the rose mold work with the older version of the rose stamp and die? Yes, it will. So if you have the vintage rose or the classic rose, it will work with both of those. So you can go ahead and just offset the petals of the poinsettia. Just give it a little squeeze in the middle. And I have my paper piercer on the tip of this. This is the piercing mat that comes in your deluxe flower shaping kit. And we are just going to give this one press down the middle. And if you want, since we're using paper, you may want to do this before you do 2 layers, actually. I forgot to do that. So maybe I should start. So before you glue 2 layers together, just, you know what, let me start that over because I want you to see this like the real way. I made a mistake gluing those together. So before you glue anything together, if you want a stamen, just press it down in the middle and pull that back out. See that? Does that make sense? And then you can glue those together. So I'm going to just lay this one to the side. Doesn't really matter. It's just a little bit harder to press through paper 2 layers if you have it glued together already. And I'm going to do the same thing with the leaf. Sometimes I just get so excited. You said, will the mold work with the poinsettia on the ornate slate eye? Yes, it will. And I just flicked off a leaf. If that happens, it is okay. We're going to glue that one on. That is something that actually didn't happen when I was shaping them with the molds today. But especially on some of the roses, depending on some of the paper you may be using, you may have some petals that break off every once in a while. It is okay if it happens. Just glue them back in. We call those petal casualties. When I was first starting to use the molds, I had that happen a little bit more, and some of it was because I made my paper too wet. So with this, just take your little flower stamen. This is a gold wire stemmed one. You just put that down the center. Beautiful. You asked if it's better to use clear glue or hot glue. I am using the clear glue today. It really depends on what type of flower I'm putting together, but this one I'm just using the Dries Clear. So we're going to go ahead and put this up. So if you're getting the poinsettia, I would highly recommend getting the new poinsettia stamp and die so you can stamp a bunch of the poinsettias at one time and die cut a bunch, because otherwise you're doing them all individually and it's a huge, the new set is a huge time saver for you. I'm going to add this to the back. And this is how we go about making all those little flowers and putting them on stems. This one, the leaf broke off, so I'm finding the little hole here. Maybe I can see it better from the back. There we go. It's a teeny tiny hole. There we go. Pop that up, and since I have a leaf that broke off, I'm just going to go ahead and glue that, and we'll pop that leaf in the side there. And you've got your little poinsettia. I have a card here in the front. Let me grab this, where we did a bunch of those little poinsettias with a green stamen. And you can see, because it is on wire, you have a real nice mounted look there. But you can also clip that wire off and just have it without the wire in the center. So if you wanted to do that, just use your scissors and clip that wire off at the end. So totally up to you. But that is how, like we were showing the classic petunia earlier, that is totally how I did the classic petunias in this little bouquet. Just did a bunch of them and then wrapped them together. I can pull them apart, or I could use them like this. The same way for the smallest classic rose that these little guys right here, I just took them and put a little wired flower stamen in the center, and that is all good to go for a little flower. Isn't that cute, cute, cute? So with this one, you can purchase all of these flower shaping molds in a bundle today, or you can purchase them individually. But if you're like me and you're like, hey, Emily, I want to do flower shaping the quick and easy way, you can get the flower shaping mold basics, the rose, and the poinsettia, and you'll save 15% off. So make sure that you pop that. Pop that into your cart. The bundle is right beneath you. And we are going to pop in a free paper pad with your purchase of $100. That code is 78612, and that's just a thank you for joining us this Friday afternoon. We know that you have many places that you can be. You have many places that you could be with your family right now. We just appreciate you being part of our crafting community, so take advantage of that when you're placing your order. I'm going to shift gears a little bit, and we're going to show you some fun new things. It's something that allows you to create and really showcase those memories that may be stuck in your corner of your drawers. We're going to highlight something new that just came out this morning. So Black Friday is a day that we like to launch products that are unique and special to the crafting community. We don't like to launch products just to launch product, but something that solves that really helps you as a crafter preserve your memories or make crafting easier for you. And this morning we launched a series on journals. Journaling may be something new for you, or it may be something you've been doing for a long time. This is a 3-ring binder that allows you to do quick and easy journaling, and we have 3 different paper packs that we launched with this. It can be used for mini photo albums. It can be used for so much more. At the very end of this live stream, I'm going to bring up somebody that you'll want to meet. She will share very fun ways that she has, like some behind the scenes of what she does to create products that you're seeing today. So I want you to meet. I can't wait for you to meet her. So we're going to do some demonstrations with the journal. This is something that you could use as an everyday gratitude journal. I don't know about you, but if you like to preserve the special moments that happen that day, you don't want them to get lost just as a fading memory, as a distant memory. This is a great way to capture those family moments. This book has, like, this is my sister Ellen's wedding. It has some fun memories of a trip to Italy. So just fun ways that you can showcase and capture memories that you don't want to have fade as a distant memory, but something that's easy and simple. This one, you can punch extra pockets, put them in the center. This is an envelope, and along with some inspirational quotes. So we're going to put this aside, bring up a quick and easy way to add this to your journal. So for me, I have some photos that I want to get out of my photo box, and I want to get them into my my album, but I don't have a lot of time to just do a lot of intense scrapbooking, a lot of you know, I always feel like, oh my gosh, I have so many photos I want to scrapbook. So if you're the girl that wants something that's simple and easy, this is a great solution for you. So I'm going to just show you some quick little tips. You can use your creativity to create whatever you prefer. But this was just a day that we were having some fun. And I wanted to just scrapbook and journal a little bit along the way with these photos. So when you purchase these, I'm going to put these to the side. There is a paper pack. There's 3 different ones that we launched this morning. And you may say, well, what's unique about these? These holes are pre-punched. They come in a paper pack like this. When you go to the website, if you click on the individual description, you'll see close-up pictures of each one, but these are designed so you don't have to add much to them. It's like it's an embellishment on a page. So all you have to do is just add your journaling, add your photo if you want to add photos, or this one's daily blessings. So if you like to write down your thoughts, your highlights, you like something that's encouraging, there's a words to live by that has amazing inspirational quotes that really just lift you up and cheer your day. It would be a great inspirational journal to even give to a friend, like maybe for Christmas. Maybe this is a gift to really brighten somebody's day. And then there's one that Heartfelt Inspirational Journal Pages. This is something that our designers and a team of artists have worked to bring you something that's very easy to create with. I am going to show you. Actually, before we do that, we're going to do the demonstration of what you can do. So when you look at the pages, each one has a different design, and on the back it's just a plain, so you can decorate it however you prefer. I'm going to add some quick photos. So you could just, like this one, I'm going to use a cut mat create, just glue 3 sides, and I'm going to do this a little bit at an angle. And you don't have to make this really complicated. You can just make it quick and easy. All of these are, I chose to use Cut Mat Create Basic dies. That's what I had. It's something that's very quick and easy to use. So you can see how easy that comes together. This is a picture that just captures me having some fun. I think it's great to enjoy the moment, life's beautiful moments. And somebody caught this picture of me just throwing my head back. I don't know when they caught that. So I kind of have to watch what I do, right? So here we go. So I'm just putting Adventure on the top. This is a little embellishment from a paper pad within the Young at Heart collection. I wanted to make this into kind of like a pull tab picture. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a fancy die. When I'm doing this, I'm not hard on myself, like, oh my gosh, I have to do something fancy. I just do something that's fun and creative and feels fun and in the moment to me. For this, I actually think what I'm going to do is pull this up. So if you glue something down, I can always, sometimes I'll pull things up, push them around. Oops, that glue is still wet. So we're going to go ahead and put this on the side. You could have created this in a pocket on this side too if you wanted to. Totally up to you. But you can see how quickly you have a journaling spot here. You have one down here as well. I have a stamp that we just released today. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stamp this on the bottom. Happy Memories, today's quotes. This is a really cool one. This one's today's quotes. This one's great for the journaling. It has the sentiment, my favorite moments. Today I'm thankful for happy memories. Today's accomplishments. I will never forget this day. So grateful. Moments to remember in this moment in time. So I'm going to add a quick title. So tell me, when you look at these journals, what do you see yourself creating with these? Now, I just want to make sure that this is straight. And when I stamp my images, if I'm not sure, I will always, this is a tip from me, I will stamp it with my acrylic block to the side and just make sure it's straight. Darlene, you said this journal set will also make great recipe books to give as gifts. I love that you said that. I have a book here that actually has some, and I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. It's an amazing book. So I just put that to the side, and it allows me some space for journaling. And I'm going to stamp one more sentiment that says this moment in time. So if you're an altered artist that really loves to take it, I'm going to just kind of do this one at an angle. So I'm not looking to do this straight. this moment in time. If you are an artist that likes to do a lot of altered art, you could totally jazz this up and just really make it an artsy journal as well. Mary Lynn, you said this is my new war binder. That is so awesome. So this moment in time lets you put in the date in here, and you're done. So that takes just a couple minutes. You can embellish it up or down. I'm doing this one simple, so you can see the simple version, but you can always take it to the next level and add more embellishments based on your time, your creativity, and what's therapeutic for you. These journals were really designed to be a stress reliever for you, not something that, oh, I have to do another to-do thing on your list, but something that's fun. And I love this saying on the side, the more I listen, the more I can hear. And I thought that just really went well with that photo. So on the other side, I'm going to, I took one of the journal pages, and you can create a lot of pockets. So I want to show you what I did. I took this page, and this edge was on the side. So what I did is I'm going to glue these together. So you can glue these pages together and have a lot of fun with those. So if you're just joining me, welcome. I love to see your comments. I want to hear from you. What are you going to do with your new flower shaping molds, with your new binder sets? For those of you that have not placed an order yet, we do have the items underneath the screen, so for quick and easy ordering. And they are in bundle sets, so the journal binder comes with the white journal binder and all the papers that come with it. So you can purchase those very easily with one click of a button. And today, just for my live stream viewers, I have a special coupon code for you. If you enter 78612, that gives you a free paper pad with a $100 purchase. So make sure you don't miss out on that when you check out. So with this, I created a pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two together and pop that in. And we'll go ahead and add this decorative die to the top. Angie, you said you're giving one binder set as a white elephant gift. You can't wait to see the ladies fight for it. That's awesome. You know, isn't it fun when you take a gift like that and everybody's fighting? You are very generous. I have to say, sometimes I'm a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I can give this away. So I'm going to just put that on top, and you can put this into the side because this is a pocket. And you want to make sure that it does go in. I glued this in too far, so I'm going to just pull this up. You see my scrapbooking in action. And the reason that was in too far is I just want to make sure that my hole on the side is not covered up. So we'll just open that up, and we have a pocket on the side here. So then you could go back, you could add, make this into a pocket. I don't know yet if I want to have this removable, but you could have it completely glued down, add photos to the top. And then I just had some sayings that I printed off on vellum. It's very easy to do. It's so cool. You can easily just add those: sun-kissed hair, palm trees, salty air. You can just kind of get little quotes that you want and put it on a document and just print them out on vellum. Is so cool. So we'll go ahead and do this. And you're all done. You could add more, you can add less. So that is a quick and easy way. And then we'll add that to the binder. So I have another page completed. When you look at this binder, here's some photos of what I have done with it. So we have just some fun memories that are showcased. Now you can glue these pages together. Here I did a pocket. I would recommend gluing the backs together, or you can use the in-between for some more journaling on the plain side. It's totally up to you. I did not glue mine together yet because I'm waiting till it's finished to see which pages that I want to have glued to get their backs glued together. So I'll just pop that in, and I have another page that I can add. That's a quick flip book. That's a great gift for friends. Now, one of you mentioned about the recipe book. This is a great way to do some family heirloom books. Here is a recipe book using the photo corner on the left-hand side. Over here there's another one, and this is the real deal recipes that were copied, handwritten, so it really holds a lot of sentimental value. I mean, you can just hear and see Grandma in the kitchen baking pumpkin bars for Thanksgiving when you look at this recipe. It brings back a flash of memories. So you can really have a lot of fun with this, make pockets so you can get the recipes in there. You can cut out the pages as for a recipe card as well, so you have those lines. You can preserve family photos, fun memories in the kitchen. And so this is a recipe one, but you can also gear it around special hobbies that you and your family have celebrated for generation. And at the end, there's this pocket from our Flip Fold series. Candace, you asked, back to the molds, can you manual pressure to shape the flowers? That is something I don't recommend because the mold gives you the easy shaping, that it gives you easy pressure all the way through. So I definitely would highly recommend using a machine, otherwise you won't get the even pressure on that. So great question, but if you have a manual die cutting machine, you can just run them through, it presses it, kind of like a cookie cutter or a noodle maker. I used to make noodles with my mom. You just ran it through, and that just presses it firmly. So we're going to look at some more samples. We have a bundle of inspirational sayings that just launched this morning as well. So if you're looking for some sentiments that are encouraging, that lift you up, that really brighten our friend's day, we have some beautiful sentiments that were beautifully designed. The script, the fonts are absolutely incredible. I'm just going to pull these up really quickly. Where there's a set that's words of encouragement and the words of comfort. These stamp really beautifully, and you'll be able to have so much fun, just really inspiring and creating fun gift tags, bookmarks, Bible journaling, and inspirational cards for your friends. So tell me, you said it's very inspiring and beautiful things there. You love it. And you asked, how do you get platinum status? We have many crafters that they know that when they're going to purchase multiple times with Heartfelt Creations. So if you're that girl that you know that you love our style, you love our products, and you want to be part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family, join our platinum membership. You get 20% off for life. So many of our platinum members today, they took advantage of the bundle savings below, but they also got an additional 20% off. So when you purchase the Platinum membership today, Tracy's going to put the link in the box below, so it gives you all the details. Purchase that first and then place your order, and you'll be able to start saving instantly. So it's a very valuable membership that gets you first access to most of the new products we launch, and it gives you a 20% savings for life. So if you're that girl that you're like, I love Heartfelt Creations, I know I'm going to be purchasing a lot over the next year, the next 2, 3, 5 years, it is like so worth it. It's a no-brainer. If you're a Platinum, you can share what you love about the Platinum membership as well. So I am going to bring up some more samples of that Flower Shaping Mold Basics. That has been the hottest product on Black Friday. We have been showcasing many different products today, but the Flower Shaping Mold has been the hottest. If you haven't gotten yours yet, I would highly recommend putting it in the cart, getting it ordered today. Not only will you save with this, but I don't even know how many we have in stock yet. I didn't check before I went on to this live stream, so I don't want you to miss out and be one of those girls that has to wait for the next shipment. We are going to just bring up a couple more flowers that you can see in detail. So all the flowers that I have in front of me, I have made with the Flower Shaping Molds. This was the Flower Shaping Mold Basics. So much fun. Jan, you said the Platinum is so worth it. Joanne, you said you appreciate your Platinum member when they're on sale. You can use it at the Heartfelt Creations booth as well. Debbie, you said you give your Platinum a workout. Michelle, you said, speaking of samples, tell us about your necklace. My necklace, I did not make it, but I did get it at Charming Charlie's. Charming Charlie's is a girl's best friend, especially if you love flowers. They have amazing flower jewelry. But we also, you can make flower jewelry with these flowers using the foam paper as well, which is really a good way to go. So tell me, I would love to see what your favorite product is that you've seen on this live stream today. If you haven't gotten your flower shaping molds or your journal bundle or the set of inspiration stamps, make sure you get those ordered. I have added the products below so you can do quick and easy ordering. And just for our live stream viewers today, just for you, I have the free paper pad that you can add to your cart with a $100 order, and that code is 78612. So before we tune off today, I have a very special lady that I would love for you to meet. This woman has an amazing story. She is a woman that when she was a little girl, she grew up in an incredibly poor family. Her dad took care of three of her and her two sisters and brother. Her mom was diagnosed with schizophrenia, so there was a lot of mental challenges. And to say that life was hard for her is an understatement. In fact, when she was a kid, if she wanted to have something to play with, they literally had to make their own toys to play with. And so she had one day, she was like, I really want to learn how to decorate cakes. And she learned how to make a cake decorating tip from some tin and used a bread bag for the frosting. So that's where she started her creative journey in really bringing solutions to problems that existed. This woman has pioneered many crafting goodies, many crafting techniques within the industry today. She's also an individual that has overcome many health challenges. In fact, when I was young, she was diagnosed to have 6 years to live. She was healed from that, and she is with us today and has brought the crafting community amazing, amazing products. So she is a crafter for a crafter. I can't wait for you to meet her. This is my mama. This is my mom. Her name is also Linda. She's the founder. She is the CEO of Heartfelt Creations. This is Heartfelt Creations. She started Heartfelt Creations when I was 11 years old in the corner of her dining room under the name Golden Rule Supply. We were an Amish family. So she's going to share, she's going to share a story of how these molds came into existence and how you should never, ever give up when you have something new in front of you that's really hard or you don't know how to use it. So take it away.
Well, when you make a lot of flowers like I did, and as a crafter working in my own craft room, I make hundreds of flowers.
She does, lots of them.
Because my drawers are always filled because you'll never know when you need another flower. So doing hundreds of flowers, and one night in early January of this year, my husband and I, out of the goodness of his heart, he helps me shape flowers. He really does. I'm not lying. And we were both sitting there and shaping flowers, and we had hundreds of them around us. And I felt the distress in my hand, and I was just like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We have to find a solution.
And when you say you find a solution, a couple of years ago, we had actually been like, we were trying to figure this out, but we thought it didn't work. And then you were like, this is it. Something has to give.
Yeah, something has got to change, because if I'm experiencing that, there's millions of other crafters just like myself and thinking the same thing, and there has got to be a solution, because crafting we need to keep it fun.
Yes.
And so from there, I went back to my cake decorating toolbox
to the cake decorating
and found a couple molds that I had actually used to shape flowers with frosting, and I was just like, playing out, this is the key. When you start something new and you have no idea what the end result's going to be, don't ever throw it out or think, oh, this is just not going to work. Yeah. Keep on till you have an answer, or you switch gears, or you do something that that you're making progress. Yeah. So it took the molds, and I started putting paper and molding that together, and I was just like, and obviously it was not quite what we needed, but I was just like, okay, but I still kind of had the idea and the vision of like, okay, I think we need to do X, Y, Z. So, but then taking it, the vision, the concept, the idea, to the team, and from the team to today's, I am so excited for this, because I just had another new one that I tried out yesterday, and it is just, these are going to change your life. And from the heart of one crafter to you, it is just simply where my goal is to bring solutions to your craft room. And so, yeah.
And that's what I love about her is she has that vision of, I am not producing something that is just another item in your craft room that sits there and you don't use. That's not her heart. Her heart is to, she's a crafter that has, we're both crafters that we have problems in our craft room. We're like, something has to give. And this is a solution for you. So we are so excited to finally debut and bring this to you. This was the card that she made me for my birthday. It's the very first one that came off the press with those. So you are part of experiencing a new way of making flowers. And we can't wait to see what you create. We'd love to see your flowers on Facebook. And another thing that has been very near and dear and has always been at the heart of Linda is to be able to really make a difference in the world around us. And you and I and a community of crafters do that when we make these beautiful projects and we give them to our friends, when we give them to our family. We really bring hope, inspiration. We're a day brightener to everybody we meet. Because I don't know about you, but there's a lot of stress, pressure, people that are hopeless, completely burned out from all the stress and pressures that they're experiencing in everyday life. So this is a way that you and I can make a difference. And on top of that, Linda has always had a very generous heart to give to those who are less fortunate. So we just want to say we're very grateful for you because through the crafting community, Heartfelt Creations has been able to not only bring crafting supplies that help a crafter spread beauty to the world around them, but we've also been able to make a difference in the lives of the extreme poor this year in helping to free people from the sex trade. We've also built 18 homes, the team together here, and you have been part of building 18 homes for the extreme poor. That's incredible. So together, you and I, we are making a difference in the world around us through crafting. So thank you for being part of the Heartfelt Creations crafting family. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us. We can't wait to see you online on Facebook and sharing your projects with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.